Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. We start off tonight with live updates on the Brewers-Cubs Game 5. Let's send it over to News 8 Sports Director Jacob Lenzendorf. Jacob.
Yeah, hey Brooklyn, this game just wrapped up and it was quite the battle, but the Crew pull out a 3-1 victory and have won the NLDS series in 5 games. It was scoring in the first inning again that jump-started the Milwaukee Bats. William Contreras lifts one over the wall in left center into the bullpen to strike first. Now the Cubs would tie it up with a Seiya Suzuki home run, but then Andrew Vaughn once again with a massive swing with a solo shot to left field to give the Crew a 2-1 lead in the 4th inning. And Milwaukee then gets some insurance from Bryce Terang in the 7th, blasting another solo shot, that one to center field. The Brewers headed to the NLCS. Brooklyn, I'll have full highlights for you later in sports. Back over to you.
All right, thank you, Jacob. With the Brewers games this past week, local La Crosse bars and restaurants are packed with fans. Bar managers say it has been extra busy as Brewers fans gather for an atmosphere of excitement to watch the games unfold.
And we've definitely seen a spike in the crowd. Typically for dinners around this time of the year, we're pretty steady, but I've definitely noticed a bigger crowd. Lots of cheering. It's been super fun.
Big game today. Hoping we see a turnout and hopefully we make a run here for the World Series. That'd be pretty cool.
The energy inside La Crosse's local spots remains high as fans look forward to what's next for their team. A 55-year-old man is facing charges after a stolen car from Reedstown crashed west of Richland Center early Friday. Authorities say Richard Dean Heel stole a 2014 Chevy Cruze and later crashed it. Heel was arrested and is accused of auto theft, impaired driving, and bail jumping. His bond is set as $10,000. The investigation is ongoing. This morning, walkers at Riverside Park showed their support for individuals with ALS. The Walk to Defeat ALS La Crosse raises funds for education, support groups, access to care, and advocacy for people living with ALS and their families.
When people get diagnosed with ALS, their world becomes really small and I think they feel alone. And this is a day of hope and excitement and just raising money for an amazing cause.
Just the support. It's really uplifting.
Today's walk brought in 618 participants and raised $165,633 to support ALS research and work to finding a cure. Veterans in the Coulee region had a chance to connect with local resources today. La Crosse County Veterans Services hosted a Veterans Resource Fair at the Onalaska Legion. The event ran from 11 to 2 and featured a variety of veteran-focused vendors. Attendees could learn more about benefits, healthcare options, and local support programs.
Many veterans don't know of the benefits or resources that are available to them. They served honorably. There's benefits available. Our goal is just to connect them with those benefits.
Organizers say events like these help strengthen the connections between area veterans and the services available to them year-round. Four-Legged Friends and their owners joined the Coulee Region Humane Society for the Tails and Trails Wellness event. The event brings together animal lovers and wellness advocates for a day of pet-friendly fitness and opportunities for a path to healthier living.
Getting outside and, getting into a place where you can take your pets and your dogs and just explore the outdoors is just fantastic. Kind of bringing everybody together, and we have such a cool community out here that they support each other so well.
The event also celebrated the future opening of the Community Trail Farm and raised money for the Coulee Region Humane Society's animals. In Lansing, Iowa, community members are preparing to say goodbye to the Black Hawk Bridge. The Lansing Lions Club hosted an event today in memory of the bridge. The celebration featured arts and crafts and Black Hawk Bridge apparel and memorabilia.
So Lansing, DeSoto, Ferryville, Lynxville, we're all excited to have this bridge built so we can still continue to have our communities as one. Just a short trip over the bridge, we can go to Wisconsin or they can come to Iowa.
The Black Hawk Bridge is set to close permanently on Monday, October 20th to make way for the construction of a new bridge that is projected to be completed by the spring of 2027. Well, it's finally starting to feel a bit more like fall, and today the Sparta Area Chamber of Commerce Fall Fest is celebrating. The event features local vendors and homemade crafts and goods, a food truck alley, and even a chili cook-off. But Fall Fest isn't just for Sparta residents.
Yeah, so this is our opportunity to show people really who Sparta is. We open our doors, we open our community to all of our visitors, and you get to see our friendly faces and our big smiles and welcoming you to our town.
The event also features many fall-themed games, including a pie-eating contest, a tractor pull, and axe throwing.
The area saw its fair share of chili and pie eating weather outside today. Very seasonable for October, for any fall festivities you might have had going on. It was a pretty nice day for it. 68 was our high today in La Crosse, 66 in Eau Claire. We'll get a little bit warmer now as we go into tomorrow with southerly winds. Kind of a breezy flow though. Expect winds to blow around 10 to 15 miles an hour, so it'll be a tad bit breezy, but temperatures should be on the warmer side, especially through the morning hours. Not going to have a problem with frost anywhere tomorrow, and we'll likely see high temperatures warming back above average, likely topping out into the low 70s. So it's going to be a pretty nice first half of the day, but you can see Eau Claire starting to see some small rain chances coming in a little bit earlier on in the afternoon. Everybody will likely see some rain later into the night, so I'll have all the details coming up on that in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Nicole. President Trump is headed to the Middle East on Sunday to mark the ceasefire his team helped to broker between Israel and Hamas. CBS News' Tareen Small has the details.
A ceasefire between Israel and Hamas is in effect, bringing to an end a 2-year-long conflict that began with the October 7th attacks in 2023. Now the clock is ticking for Hamas to release the Israeli hostages being held in Gaza, both alive and dead. On Saturday, the U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law, toured the Gaza Strip. Thousands of displaced residents are flooding back to what's left of their homes, many of which have been reduced to rubble. Members of the Israeli military were seen completing a withdrawal to agree upon deployment lines. Meanwhile, Israelis gathered at Hostages Square in Tel Aviv on Saturday to show solidarity with those hostages still being held in Gaza.
Because I really want them to see the families rest, hugging their people or just putting them to burial.
Hostages' family members anxiously await their loved ones' return.
It's a guarded optimism because it's the kind of optimism that's born out of heartbreaking experience. We hold our hope lightly because we've had our hopes dashed before.
In Washington, President Trump is optimistic about the peace deal he and his team brokered.
They're all tired of fighting, and this really gives the whole Middle East, this is beyond Gaza. Gaza is very important, but this is beyond Gaza. This is peace in the Middle East.
President Trump will travel to the Middle East Sunday, where he's expected to mark the ceasefire and deliver an address to Israel's parliament. Torian Small, CBS News, Washington.
Citizens took to the streets this morning to protest ICE agents in Chicago, asking people to stand by the families that are having family members detained. The delegation attempted to deliver communion to detainees, but ICE refused to let them enter the facility. Illinois officials joined religious leaders this morning in the protest against ICE, with Senator Dick Durbin speaking at a church service.
I cannot imagine the fear that some of them are living with every single day. One wrong move, one wrong turn, and your life is over in the United States. Think of that for a moment. We are better than that as a nation.
Durbin says he hopes his actions will call attention to the dehumanization of those being detained and the damage that is being done to families. These protests continue as the National Guard has been restricted from deployment in Illinois. A Chicago judge temporarily blocked the Guard's deployment, saying the deployment is more likely to lead to civil unrest, as well as stating there is no credible evidence there is a danger of rebellion in Illinois. Still to come, the happiest place on earth just got a little more expensive. Why Disney is raising the price of admission, coming up right after this.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 this Saturday and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend in-store and online. Saturday and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Every accident is different. Different driving conditions, different injuries, different life circumstances. The insurance companies often use these circumstances to avoid paying you what you deserve. At Gruber Law Offices, we know how insurance companies can take advantage after an accident. Trust our experience and history of successfully helping our clients. And remember, there is never a fee until we win. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Like men's full blue denim jeans, just $12.99. Rewards members get up to $200 instant savings on a new set of tires. Save even more on select brands with consumer rebates. Plus, we offer Blaine's Best Price Promise, guaranteeing you the lowest price with us or we'll match it right here at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 this Saturday and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend in-store and online. Saturday and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The happiest place on earth just got pricier, and the federal government shutdown reaches sky high. Christine Lazar has your Eye on Consumer report.
The government shutdown has snarled some air travel. There have been air traffic control staffing issues in parts of the country, resulting in some flight delays and cancellations. Sick calls are up among controllers who are working without pay during the shutdown. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says delays due to those staffing issues have soared to more than 50% in recent days. Typically, that number is about 5%. It may be a small world, but it's a more expensive one. Disney announced it is raising admission prices during peak days for its theme parks in both Anaheim and Orlando. A single-day pass on some of the most popular days of the year will cost just under $200. During weeks surrounding big holidays like Christmas, New Year's, and Thanksgiving, that price jumps about another $25. You may get more trick than treat in the candy aisle this Halloween. Cocoa prices have more than doubled since early last year, according to a Wells Fargo analysis. The report cites extreme weather in West Africa, which accounts for 70% of the global supply, as well as a drop in worldwide production. If you want to scare up some savings, look for treats with less cocoa, consider generic brands, and look for in-store deals. And that's your Eye on Consumer report. I'm Christine Lazar, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And in this week's top medical stories, the CDC is issuing new guidance for COVID-19 vaccines. The agency has officially accepted a federal vaccine advisory panel's recommendation, urging people to first consult a health provider before getting the updated shot. It also adopted the panel's recommendation that toddlers receive the chickenpox vaccine separately from the measles, mumps, and rubella shot, rather than a combined vaccination. It's never too late to quit smoking, even for those who have already been diagnosed with cancer. A study from Washington University School of Medicine found that 2 years after treatment, patients who took part in a program to help them quit smoking during their treatment had higher survival rates. This was particularly true for patients with late-stage cancer. Researchers hope these findings encourage more patients to break the habit for good. And Medicaid expansion under the Affordable Care Act has helped to improve cancer survival rates, especially in rural and high-poverty areas. Researchers from the American Cancer Society compared data from 26 states that expanded coverage in 2014 to several states that did not at the time. They found 5-year survival rates were significantly higher in Medicaid expansion states, where patients were more likely to receive timely cancer screenings and diagnosis. Don't go too far. The Southwest is feeling the aftermath of a tropical storm, leaving roads flooded and debris floating.
And we have a good fall day again tomorrow to maybe head out to the pumpkin patch, but we have some showers coming in a little bit later on in the day. I'll have all the details on your Sunday forecast coming up right after the break.
Support local businesses by shopping at Bean Juice in Jackson Plaza. Start your day off right with fresh coffee, roasted in-house. Open since 2002, Bean Juice is a women-owned company. Enjoy a cup of comfort in a relaxed atmosphere for an elevated coffee experience. Shop local, shop Jackson Plaza.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
At Johnson Tractor, we know farming isn't just a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to be your trusted New Holland dealer, delivering top-of-the-line equipment and unmatched support. From the field to the barn, our team is here to keep you running strong with reliable service and expertise you can count on. Johnson Tractor, your New Holland dealer of choice. Visit us today and experience the difference.
Welcome to Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet. Shop our huge selection of upholstery by Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Furnishings. Sleep better with our selection of double-sided, hybrid, or all-foam mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedroom sets available. Set your dining room up with a new table, chairs, bar stools, or counter height available. Throw it on a rug to complete any room, scatters, 5x8s, 8x10s, and more. No gimmicks, no corporate hassles. Open 7 days a week. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Let's talk about character for a moment. The heart and soul that defines what you're made of. People of true character recognize that they're part of something bigger than themselves. Take the doctors, nurses, and staff at Amplify Health. These are pros at the top of their game who come together as a team and give it their all for the benefit of others. That's character, that's professionalism, that's Amplify Health, and that's the mindset that makes life better.
Support local businesses by shopping at Bean Juice in Jackson Plaza. Start your day off right with fresh coffee, roasted in-house. Open since 2002, Bean Juice is a women-owned company. Enjoy a cup of comfort in a relaxed atmosphere for an elevated coffee experience. Shop local, shop Jackson Plaza. Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Some areas of Arizona are submerged after flash floods sweep the American Southwest. The Southwest is feeling the remnants of Tropical Storm Priscilla, leaving residents with flooded roads and floating debris. Rivers are overflowing, causing trees and mud to create dangerous conditions for drivers. Now we'll take a look at the weather here at home. Let's send it over to meteorologist Nicole Skalicki for your full forecast.
Yeah, we have some rain on the way as we head later into the day tomorrow, but really the first about 2/3, maybe even 3/4 of the day is going to be a pretty nice one. A little bit warmer too, especially starting off in the morning. Nobody's really looking at a frost risk as we go into tonight. Most of the area actually staying in the upper 40s, some of us even staying in the low 50s. When you wake up in the morning, 50 degrees in La Crosse, 47 in Eau Claire. So again, no frost risk as we go into tonight. Tomorrow's highs getting a little bit warmer as well, back above average. 73 for your high, your Sunday high in La Crosse, 70 in Eau Claire. It's going to be a tad bit breezy though. We'll have winds blowing out of the south that's giving us those warmer temperatures. And even though it's going to be a partly to mostly cloudy day, those winds are really going to be the saving grace with the very comfortable conditions outside. A little bit breezy though, definitely windy so to say, but you'll notice the winds, they'll blow around 10 to 15 miles per hour throughout the day ahead of a frontal system that's bringing us that rain a little bit later on in the evening hours. You can start to see them taper off once those fronts get a little bit closer on. Those winds will die down after that passage. Expect wind gusts closer to about 20 to 25 miles per hour. So again, not windy so to say, but you'll likely notice them, especially throughout the afternoon. As we go into the late morning hours, we'll stay dry again for much of the start of the day, but we will have extended cloud coverage out there. Once we get into the afternoon, there's that warm front right there, likely giving a chance for maybe an isolated, very quick and light shower, mainly north of I-90 as we go into the afternoon hours, and then later on into the nighttime, we see that cold front passing through. Again, a line of showers, but it should pass through pretty quickly. And will likely be a little bit later on in the evening, so definitely don't cancel any of your plans. We're not looking at even a really big soaker with those showers. Going to be some light rain totals with all of that, and then by Monday morning a lot of that rain and even the clouds should be out of the way, making for a pretty nice start to the week. Here's our rain totals going through Sunday all the way into Monday morning. Again, nothing really that impressive, seeing maybe about 1/4 of an inch at most, where we're seeing both effects from the warm and cold front pattern passing through north of I-90. Otherwise, maybe just expect a trace enough to tip the bucket. Not a whole lot to write home about. As we go later on in the week, we have plenty more rain chances coming up, but they're all fairly uncertain at this time. You'll notice they're fairly low, only getting to about 30% as we go into both Tuesday and then Thursday and Friday. Still a lot of questions on how these systems are going to line up and how widespread a lot of the rain is going to be. That could really affect the timing as well. What we do know is we're not expecting a heavy soaker with any of these chances, so really don't expect any washouts to happen, but we could see a couple sprinkles coming in the forecast as we go later on into the week. Temperatures, we do know, are going to be very mild and very comfortable this week. Our average high now about 64, that white line showing that right here, and we're going to be right around that, maybe a little bit above or below to start the week off, a little bit above average, and then Tuesday and Wednesday basically on the dot for where we should be now as we get into the middle of October. Once we get towards the end of this week, temperatures will rise very slowly and subtly, and definitely not getting warm, so to say, but a tad bit above average by the end of the week. The main story, though, is really those multiple chances for rain. Again, all of them fairly light for now and definitely not widespread, but a good reminder to maybe keep the umbrella in the car this week so you don't want to get caught in one of those quick little sprinkles. Otherwise, it's looking like a very nice October week.
That's good to hear. I'm ready for that fall weather to start rolling back in.
I'm sure we all are.
For sure. All right. Thank you, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, the Brewers are headed back to the NLCS. Jacob has the highlights from a thrilling Game 5 between Milwaukee and their I-94 rival, Chicago, after the break.
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle.
This Friday through Monday, everyone gets up to 50% off list, plus an extra 15% off already reduced prices. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale. October 10th through 13th, shop our wide range of furniture and mattresses at Slumberland Furniture.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination, because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms, we have kitchens, we have bathrooms, we have flooring, we have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
The Medicare annual enrollment period runs from October 15th to December 7th. With so many choices, it can be overwhelming. At Strive Medicare, we cut through the confusion, helping you find the plan that's right for you. We're your local Medigap insurance advisors right here in the Social Security building in downtown La Crosse, and ready to answer the questions face-to-face or over the phone. Don't go it alone this annual enrollment season. Call or visit Strive Medicare today.
What should I do next?
Western has the answer.
Do something that excites you.
Do something fun. Do something that shows your skills.
Do something that gets you hired to do what you love.
You can do it all at Western Technical College. Choose from more than 90 programs. Invest in you, spend less, and get hired fast. Take that next step. Apply at Western today.
Do something for you.
This Friday through Monday, everyone gets up to 50% off list, plus an extra 15% off already reduced prices. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale. October 10th through 13th, shop our wide range of furniture and mattresses at Slumberland Furniture.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, for the first time since 2018, the Milwaukee Brewers will be playing for a spot in the World Series. After an unbelievable back-and-forth series against the Cubs, the crew held on for a 3-1 victory in Game 5. Milwaukee did not let Chicago grab momentum first in this one, as in the first inning, William Contreras knocking out a solo shot to start the scoring and put the Brewers in front. But the home side did not have that lead for long. First batter of the second inning, Seiya Suzuki takes a Jacob Mizorowski fastball the other way. That one long enough to leave the yard, so Chicago knots things up at 1. And it would stay tied at 1 until the 4th. Is it possible to explain how important this guy has been to the Brewers' run this season? Andrew Vaughn does it again, takes a jog around the bases as Milwaukee retakes the lead. And then in the 7th, the home run magic continues for the Crew. Need insurance? Give Bryce Terang a call. The Brewers' second baseman hits a tape measure shot to center, and it leaves the yard to make it a 2-run Brewer lead. Then Abner Uribe comes in for the last couple innings, and here's the final out, folks. Uribe induces a lazy ground ball to short. Joey Ortiz makes the play, and Milwaukee is 4 wins away from a trip to the World Series. Been a long time coming. Celebrate accordingly, Brewer fans. Milwaukee wins their first playoff series since 2018 and will host the Dodgers on Monday. Let's head over to Roger Herring Stadium. Gorgeous day and a big crowd on hand for Blue Golds versus Eagles. That crowd was treated to a show. UWL already up 7-0 courtesy of a long Gabe Lynch rushing score, and Lynch says make it a double, bursting up the field for a 40-yard score. Eagles up 14-0. Then the home side deep in EC territory. Still in the first quarter, it's Kyle Haas to Marko Reykjavik for the 4-yard touchdown through the air. 21-0 at the end of the first. Fast forward to the second half, it's more ground and pound offense for La Crosse. This time, Braden Ott not even touched on his way to the end zone for a 45-yard TD. Hosts go up 27. Then check out this play in the fourth. Haas buying time. He's going to roll to his right and fling it downfield, and Jack Janke somehow is going to come up with it for another touchdown. UWL continues their dominance over Eau Claire, make it 8 straight wins as they take this one 41-21. Monte Ball in the house as the Badgers try to end their losing skid to Iowa, but that was probably the highlight of the night for Wisconsin fans. Kamari Moulton runs right up the middle. That makes it 10-0 Hawkeyes, and it went from bad to worse quickly. Hunter Simmons here going to be picked off by a lineman, number 95, Aaron Graves. Graves rumbles all the way down to the 1-yard line to set up the visitors in prime position. Mark Gronowski, quarterback for the Hawkeyes, sneaks it in to make it 17-zip. Then in the third quarter, more ground game success for Iowa. Xavier Williams this time runs it 29 yards for the score. And folks, doesn't get much worse than this. After losing by 32 last year, Badgers fall 37-0 at home to the Hawkeyes. Meanwhile, in the pro ranks, the Packers will finally return home to play in front of the Cheesehead faithful tomorrow for the first time in over a month as they host the Bengals, who have lost 3 straight. After a week off, Green Bay hoping to come into the contest focused and look sharp like they did the first couple weeks of this season and get back in the win column for the first time since week 2 against the Commanders.
I try not to stress too much about it. I don't think guys in the locker room are stressing too much. We kind of just come out here and play wherever they say we're going. You know, if it's overseas, if it's here at Lambeau, on the road, you know, whatever it is. But, you know, I think just coming off this bye week, I think everybody's locked in for this, like we talked about earlier, this stretch of games we're going to have. So we're focusing on just taking it 1 week at a time, starting here in Lambeau with the Bengals.
Love the Packers will look to take advantage of their matchup as the Bengals have the 30th ranked defense. Kickoff for that one at 3:25 right here on News 8. Looking forward to that one. I'll have a post-game report from Titletown tomorrow for you right here on News 8. That's sports. More news coming up next.
Get ready to celebrate. It's Oktoberfest at Home Furniture. Fall into savings of up to 10% off sale prices throughout the showroom. This bedroom suite is now just $5.99. Plus, right now, get 3-year special financing during the Oktoberfest sale, only at Home Furniture.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Like men's full blue denim jeans, $12.99. Get a free $30 gift card with every $150 men's or women's Ariat purchase. New Carhartt Rugged Flex colored denim, $69.99. Plus, we offer Blaine's best price promise, guaranteeing you the lowest price with us or we'll match it right here at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Hey, Dominic here, and I want to show you just how easy it is to make tacos and taco dip using taco seasoning. For tasty taco meat, brown 1 pound of ground beef with 4 teaspoons of taco seasoning. Drain the grease and add 1/2 cup of water. Simmer for 15 minutes, and it's ready to make tacos. For an easy taco dip, blend softened cream cheese and 1/2 cup of milk until smooth. Add 1 tablespoon taco seasoning. Get taco seasoning and over 40 other blends at the outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Tacos!
Since 1946, Coon Valley Dairy Supply has been more than a business. It's a family legacy. We take pride in our reputation of dependability and community impact, built on decades of trust, which is why we offer LS Tractor, your partner in the field, on the ranch, and at home. When you start with LS Tractor's award-winning power, reliability, features, and comfort, you end up staying a customer for life.
Available at the Coon Valley Dairy Supply, celebrating 79 years in business. LS Tractor, start blue, stay blue.
Coulee Region Women, your area's award-winning magazine, is now available. In our motivation issue, you'll meet Sharon Luker, who is motivated to help others by sharing her story of cognitive decline. Motivate yourself into shape with Burn Boot Camp. Tour a sweet pink home inspired by a grandma's love and roll with a champion log roller. Be moved by water at the Minnesota Marine Art Museum and learn why local boutique owners love what they do. Pick up your copy at area merchants or go to crwmagazine.com to read online.
Don't sleep on the incredible deals during Snooze Fest at Home Sleep Express. Get any size Total Comfort for the price of its twin from just $99, or upgrade to a king for the price of a queen mattress. Plus, great savings on adjustable beds and linens during Snooze Fest at Home Sleep Express. If you snooze, you lose.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Well, it's not quite winter yet, but the Rockefeller Ice Rink is open for the season. The rink opened this morning for New Yorkers to break out those skates. The ice rink opening marks the traditional beginning of the festivities that ultimately lead to the lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. The rink first opened on Christmas Day in 1936. Well, it's a little early to be thinking about winter activities yet. I do love ice skating myself. Do you have a favorite?
See, I'm born and raised in Minnesota, so I should be really good on the ice, but I am absolutely awful. Really big fan of downhill skiing, though, and I haven't been to Mount La Crosse yet, so hopefully we can get, not yet, but hopefully we can get some good snow production going on.
For sure, that would be so much fun.
In a couple months from now. Really enjoying the fall weather right now, so I'll have another look at that forecast coming up right after the break.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
The easiest way to furnish your cabin is at Black River Furniture Outlet. Bring the outdoors in with a handmade dining table set, crafted from the finest woods like hickory, walnut, maple, and barnwood. Shop cozy Amish rockers and upholstery, or Wisconsin-made easy sofas with customizable fabrics. Pair it all with a cabin rug, 5x8s, 8x10s, scatters, and runners available. And before you leave, visit the bed shed. Check out our rustic bedroom groups and bunk beds, as well as our Amish office furniture. Open 7 days a week, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family. Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
It's time for Jolivet Family Farms Fall Harvest. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Stop by today for some of Jolivet's homegrown squash, kraut cabbage, popcorn, and hardy mums. Check out our large selection of pumpkins and pie pumpkins. We also feature many fall decorations, including corn stalks, gourds, specialty pumpkins, and straw bales. Take home some pumpkin cheesecake bars, cookies, pies, or bread from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily, year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
Well, for any farmers getting out to harvest tomorrow, it's going to be a pretty nice day for it. It will be a tad bit breezy, and we'll have some light showers moving in a little bit later on into the afternoon, more likely the evening hours, depending on how far south you are. But temperatures are going to be great. Really a good day for any outdoor activities. But again, we'll have some showers moving in a little bit later on. Temperatures this week, though, are looking great. No snow in the forecast. That's always a good thing.
Good to hear.
This time of the year, wouldn't be unusual, but we don't have any in the forecast for a long time for now.
You never know in this state.
We love the way that sounds. We'll take it.
All right, thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.